What's up, you guys? Doing a little part 2 of our last video. We're working on this Mortise cattle fence. We got a tool that came in yesterday that we've been trying out. I'll show you guys what we got going on here. So this allows us to do is basically we can make cuts like that right into our 6x6. After we make cuts like that, we can take this whole hog and drill out the top and the bottom, and then just take that chunk out of the middle, and it makes things go by a little bit quicker. So this is just from, what's it from, like a little mom and pop shop?
Yeah, mom and pop company out of Australia, and they sell this thing. It's called Mortise Safe. Basically, you drill 2 holes through your chainsaw bar. They got these compression springs on them. You rev it up and plunge it into the post here. And basically what it allows you to do is mortise out these posts without the saw running up the posts, bucking up into your face.
It does take a little bit to get here if you guys are looking at getting this attachment. I'd recommend probably ordering it maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks out before you're planning on starting to do all this, which is plenty of time to get your posts all tarred up and concreted.
I think I picked it up for around 200 something.
Yeah,
I mean, it makes the whole process go seamlessly, so it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, so yeah, it's been working out pretty good so far. I think it makes, you know, a nicer, cleaner hole than it does just using the hog down here. Anyways, that's what we're doing today.
Give you guys a little demonstration on how the Mortise Safe tool works.
After you're done making those cuts, you can go ahead here. Let's position you guys somewhere good. After you're done making these cuts, you can just drill out the top. Drill out the bottom. Hit it from both sides. And boom, here's that chunk out of the middle that just came out. And you got a fairly clean hole. We're still gonna come back with a tiny chainsaw, clean it up, but it makes it go by pretty quick.
So as you can see, the Mortise Safe tool makes it a lot more efficient. You make 2 cuts on either side of the paint line, and then you come back through with the whole hog. We can bang out a lot more posts quicker. We wanted to give you a little more information on how we set the posts. We ran 2 string lines. We set 1 post preset in the concrete to another at the far end on each section that was pretty straight. We ran a string from the top and along the bottom between the 2, and then from there we were able to just in every what was it, 10-foot hole.
Mm-hmm.
We set the 6x6 and just smacked it up against the string at the top and the bottom. Made sure it was plumb and level.
And I'd highly recommend one of those post levels. That way you can see both directions, how to level it, and it just makes it a lot quicker.
Yeah, we use that thing all the time.
Johnson makes one. Yep. And before we did that, what we did is we kind of had like a factory assembly line over here where we just had a couple tables set up. We'd put these 6x6s up on the tables, and then all of the bottoms of these, what we did is we took some tar, just like roofing tar, and a brush, and brushed all of the bottoms where they're going to be in concrete with that tar to again help with that rot. So these should last a very long time with everything that's been done to them, the way they've been mortised, and the combination of they're pressure treated, and also that we use the roofing tar going in the bottoms, so no rot here. Alright, so real quick, we're going to show you guys how we did these curves. They're a little bit tricky, but not too bad.
We're kind of working with two variables on these because there's a height difference as well as the curve. So you're not only cheating each post a little bit to achieve the mortise, but you're also cheating each post up a little bit.
So what we start off doing is just like the straight fencing we have right over here. We'll take a string line, go off the top of these posts, and right to the top of, say, wherever the height of the curve is. So we'll run our string line from the bottom one to the top one, and we kind of just use that as a gauge for where to make the height of each post going along this curve. So that'll be our string line for height, and then as you're going down it, you just kind of want to, with this curve that you've got, you want to sight the post and make sure it's angled in between these two other angles, if that makes sense. It's the best way I can describe it. But you want to sight it and make sure it's twisted in a way where it's right in between both of these posts. Just follow that string line for the height. The rest of the curve, you just kind of sight it and make sure it's lining up with at least close to being the right angle, you know.
Yeah, the actual string line, you cheated it in several spots throughout the curve with just some T-posts.
You know, and then from there, as long as you make your template about an 1/8 inch larger than what your actual 2x6s are going to be, then you should have enough wiggle room to just slide them in there. No problem.
Cutting through them with the chainsaw. I was kind of having to aim the blade at the last post as it would punch through. Lined it right up.
Yeah, that's about it for doing these curves. Again, a little complicated, but nothing too crazy. Airplane overhead. Pretty cool. And yeah, thanks for watching. Cut.